Today I'm going to talk about nouns and how nouns are different in German as opposed to English. Now, look at these three nouns in English. The man, the dame, meaning the lady, the book. The man, the dame, the book. Now I'll show you the same three nouns in German. Der Mann, die Dame, das Buch. Der Mann, die Dame, das Buch. And the translation for these three nouns is the man, the lady, or the dame, and the book. But wait a minute. If I have them all meaning the same thing, the man, the dame, the book, then how come I don't have the same word for the in the German forms? Why does it say der Mann, die Dame, and das Buch? Well, there you go. Here's the thing. In German, when something has a gender and I would replace it with the pronoun for he or she or it, I show it even when I'm using the word the, even when I'm using the word although that's a whole different day. So anytime I see the word the spelled as D-E-R, der, then I know that I'm dealing with a masculine noun. And when I see die, I know I'm dealing with a feminine noun. Sometimes plural. And when I see das, it's neuter. So now you're thinking, what's the big deal? If it's a guy, I use der in front of it. If it's a chick, I use die in front of it. And if it's a chick, a thing, I use das. But it's not that simple. You see, every noun in German is assigned a gender. And I'm talking about things that in English are just its to us. In German, they are masculine, feminine, or neuter. So, for example, this chair I'm sitting on is masculine. Der Stuhl. The door is die Tür, it is feminine. And the window, das Fenster, that's neuter. So the chair is a masculine noun, the door is feminine, and the window is neuter. Well, that doesn't make much sense, does it? Correct. So you're like, fine. So what's the trick? How do I know if the chair is masculine and the door is feminine and the window is neuter? You ready? I got the big secret for you right here. Here it comes. This is how you know. You know. This is where in my classroom, German books typically start getting thrown across the room because they're like, wait a minute, I don't get it. Why is it? And I'm like, wait, I have something even worse to tell you. Not only do you have to just memorize, when you learn a noun, which gender it is, what the der, die, or das is that goes with that noun, not only do you have to memorize it right away, because there's no trick, no secret, no pattern, and no way of knowing other than just to learn it when you learn it, but then sometimes the genders of the nouns don't make any sense. So for example, a necktie that a man would wear, die Krawatte. So a man's necktie is feminine. But a woman's skirt, der Rock, is masculine. So a woman's skirt is masculine and a man's necktie is feminine. And then it gets even worse when I say to you the word for girl. The word for girl is das Mädchen. What? So obviously there's a real problem here. It has to do with the suffix of the word chen. Means small. Anytime you put chen on the end of a word, you make it small. Like Brötchen is a roll. It's a little piece of bread. But chen always takes the gender of das. It's always neutered. So I just have to know that das Mädchen is neuter. And anytime I refer to her in a fairy tale, for example, they refer to her as es. They call the little girl an it for the whole fairy tale. Okay, so when you learn your nouns, don't take any shortcuts because there are no shortcuts to take later. When you learn your nouns, learn the der, die, or das with them. It's important. It's important for some stuff we do later on. Just make sure you get in on the ground floor. Der Stuhl, die Tür, das Fenster, der Mann, die Dame, das Buch. Die Krawatte, der Rock, das Mädchen. And I'm really sorry, but that's what German is.